Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to schedule Facebook page post every day with AI agent. So I am an owner of a fashion apparel store and I create more customers engagement in my business by posting content related to fashion on my Facebook page. Over here what I want is that I want to create this customer engagement and regularly post every single day on my Facebook page. Now doing this manually is very time consuming. So what I've done is I've simply created an AI agent with the help of Pabbly Connect that is going to help me regularly generate image and content and automatically post it on my Facebook page. So if you also want to create this AI agent for yourself or your business, then let me take you to my screen.
In this video, we're going to learn how to schedule Facebook page post every day with AI agent. So as an owner of a fashion apparel store, I need to post daily fashion content on my Facebook page to engage with my audience and showcase new trends. Instead of manually searching for images, I use AI agent in order to generate high quality fashion image along with creative content. I use Google Sheets to store the captions, hashtags and scheduling dates with the help of which I manage all my Facebook posts. Then I use Pabbly Connect to automatically post these AI generated images and captions on my Facebook page every day at the perfect time. This automation keeps my brand active, attracts more potential buyers, and boosts sales while saving me time and efforts. And I'm going to create this amazing automation between Google Sheets, AI agent, and Facebook page with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the products that Pabbly provides, from which we're going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button right here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to give it as Schedule Facebook page post every day with AI agent. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. After that, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. These are the folders from which I'm going to select AI agent automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this create button in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of Schedule Facebook page post every day with AI agent, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One over here says trigger, other says action. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the two most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these two principles. Over here trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Schedule by Pabbly. With the help of this amazing feature by Pabbly Connect, we can schedule this workflow at a particular time according to our requirement. As in this use case, my requirement is to post on Facebook page every day. So that is why I've selected the trigger as Schedule by Pabbly. Trigger event is going to be Schedule Workflow. And over here it says how often do you want to run this workflow? I want to run this workflow every day. So I'm going to select from the drop down as every day. Okay. It is asking for what time this workflow should run every day. It should run by 10:30. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the timing as 10:30 right here and click on this save button. As I've done that, it says how often do you want to run this workflows every day. Time is going to be 5. This is a UTC time zone and the local time is 10:30. That is Asia Kolkata time zone. Okay. As we have received this response, this means now this workflow is scheduled successfully. As now we have scheduled this workflow, now this workflow is going to be triggered every day at 10:30 according to the time that we have selected. Okay. Now after scheduling, we are going to set up our action step, in which for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Sheets. As in my Google Sheets, what I do is I plan all the content that I want to post on my Facebook page, like the date on which the post has to be done, the caption of the post for which I want to generate the content, and the hashtags. Okay, and I want that using this caption and the hashtags, the content should be generated by our AI agent, and on the mentioned date that we have entered in our spreadsheet, this post should be created on my Facebook page. Now, in order to do that, firstly, we are going to look up for the value of this post caption and the hashtags for this specific date. Okay, so now I'm going to select my action event over here as lookup spreadsheet rows B2, as we're going to look up for the value of the post that we have to post on this current date, that is today. Okay, so that is why I've selected the action event as lookup spreadsheet V2. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. After that, we're going to click on this sign in with Google button right over here. As you're going to do that, this window is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for a permission. So I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button right here. As I've done that, Google Sheets has now been connected to Pabbly Connect. After connecting over here, it is asking for us to select a spreadsheet. So I've created a spreadsheet over here in the name of Facebook post details. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my spreadsheet over here as Facebook post details. And for the sheet, I'm going to select as sheet 1 because this is the only sheet that I've created. So I'm going to select the sheet as sheet 1. Now it is asking for the lookup column. Which column do we have to look up to? I want to get the date of the post caption and the hashtags according to the date right over here. So let's suppose today is 12th of March 2025. So I want to get this caption and this hashtag right over here. Now for that, we have to search for the current date from the drop down. So this is the column, that is column A. So I have to look up for this column right here. So for the column over here, I'm going to enter it as column A. Okay, you need to enter the lookup column right here. Now it is asking for the lookup value. Now the lookup value is going to be the current date, that is right over here. So if I'm going to enter this value over here manually, then what is going to happen, that this workflow is only going to look up for this specific date right over here, as this current date is not going to change regularly according to the date. Okay, so now we are not going to enter this manually. What we're going to do is we're going to simply add another action step to get the current date value. And for the action event over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as date time formatter by Pabbly. With the help of this feature by Pabbly Connect, we're going to fetch the data of the current date. And for the action event, we're going to select as current date. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. It is asking for which format do I want the value of the current date. I want this format, that is the date / month / and the year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search for this format. This is the format right over here. I'm going to select this format and then I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. You can see we got the current date, that is 12th of March 2025. Now what I'm going to do is over here for this lookup value section, I'm going to map the data of this lookup value of the current date that we have received. Now why am I entering this lookup value right over here? So that with the help of that action step, we can find the date that we have entered in the spreadsheet. So this is the current date right over here. We can get the data of the current date, post title and the hashtags. Okay, so that is why we are entering this lookup value right here. Now for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we're going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how it works is that as soon as I'm going to click on this field and my lookup value is going to be the current date. So I'm going to click on this date time formatter by current date right here. In the result, we have received the current date. So I'm going to select the data of the current date from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, what happens is the data is mapped. And as I've mapped the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this map data. As now I've entered the lookup value, it is asking for include headers in response. I'm going to select it as true right over here. Over here, it is asking for the sort. I'm going to select as top right here. And then I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. As I've done that in the response for this current date, we have received the date. This is the title of this date that I've selected with the hashtag also that I've entered in the spreadsheet. Okay. So what is going to happen that according to the date that we have mapped, according to the current date that we have mapped, all the titles and the hashtags are going to be captured in the response in this manner. We have fetched the data of the caption and the hashtags for the date that we want to post it on. Okay. So as now we have the caption and the hashtags. Now what I want is that as we have the caption and the hashtags, I want to generate the content for them. and I'm going to generate the content using an AI agent. And for the AI agent, I'm going to use OpenAI. So where for the action application, I'm going to search for OpenAI right over here. And the action event over here is going to be chat GPT. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you. On which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. After that, it is asking for the token. Using this token, we are going to build the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. To have the token, click on this hyperlink right over here. As you're going to open the hyperlink, over here it says create a new secret key. You can create your own key from this over here. And as you're going to create your key, the token will be generated. And then you can paste the token in this field and then click on the save button to build the connection. I've already created a connection, so I'm going to select the existing connection and click on the save button right here. As I've done that, after that it is asking for the AI model. I'm going to use AI model as GPT-4o mini right over here. This is the model that I want to use for generating the content. Okay. After that, it is asking for the prompt. With the help of this prompt, we are going to generate the content. So the prompt over here, I'm going to write it as. So this is the prompt that I have. That is, I own a fashion apparel store and want to boost customer engagement by posting regularly on Facebook page. I have a Google Sheets record with post captions, hashtag and scheduling details. Based on the given caption, generate 120-word Facebook post that is unique, engaging and easy to understand. The content should be creative, attention grabbing and while keeping it simple. Do not include the post caption in the content. Here is the post caption and these are the hashtags. So now for the data of this post caption and hashtags, I'm going to map the data right here. So over here in this response, I have received the post caption. I'm going to map it. And for the hashtags also, I'm going to map the data of the hashtags right here. Okay. So this is the prompt for which I want to generate the content. And as I'm going to click on the save and send test request button, you can see we have received a response, and in the response we have received the message content, and this is the content that is generated by ChatGPT. You can see right over here do's and don'ts that I want to post on my Facebook page. As now the content is generated, we're going to see are you ready to elevate your style game, and you can see do's and don'ts that has been generated by OpenAI right over here. As now our AI agent has generated the content, now what I want is according to this content and the caption, I also want to generate an image to post on my Facebook page. So now for generating the image, I'm going to add an interaction step to this workflow. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as OpenAI right over here. Action event over here is going to be generate image tele. Okay, so this is the action event. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. I have the existing connection, so I'm going to select the existing connection. But if you want, you can add a new connection. Then I'm going to click on the save button. It is asking for the model. For the model, I'm going to select as Del E3 right over here. Now it is asking for the prompt, and using this prompt, now the image is going to be generated. So for the prompt over here, I'm going to write it as. So this is the prompt that I have to generate the image. It says, I own a fashion apparel store, want to boost customer engagement by posting regularly on my Facebook page. Generate a high quality and a visually appealing image that aligns with the given post caption. The image should be eye-catching, relevant to fashion and suitable for Facebook post. It should reflect the theme, mood and the style of the caption while maintaining a modern and a trendy aesthetic. Here is the post caption. For this, I'm going to map the date of the post caption that I've received in this response right here. Okay. So this is the prompt. Okay. After that, it is asking the number of images that you want to be generated. I only wanted one, so I'm going to enter the number over here as 1. Okay. The size over here, I'm going to select as this 1024 and 1024 as the size. The quality over here, I want it as HD, so I'm going to select the quality as HD. Style over here, for the style, you can enter the style as if you want to generate a vivid style, you can enter vivid. If you want to enter natural style, you can enter natural style right here. I'm going to leave it up to OpenAI to generate the style. Okay. Then I'm going to click on the save and send test request button again. As now I've done that, you can see over here we have received a URL, and this is the image URL. So I'm going to copy this URL from here and post this URL in a new tab and open it in a new tab right here. And you can see over here in the URL, this is the image that is generated by our ChatGPT. Okay, so this is a nice image for do's and don'ts. And now what I'm going to do is, with the help of this image and the content that was generated using OpenAI, we are going to create a new post on our Facebook page. For that, we're going to add another action step to this workflow. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to select it as Facebook pages. And the action event over here is going to be create page photo post right here. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. Now over here, we're going to click on this connect with Facebook pages button right here. As I've done that, you can see over here successfully authorized Facebook pages to Pabbly Connect. After that, it is asking for us to select a page. So for the Facebook page, I have created a page in the name of Divine Glamour, and I want to create post on this page right here as I'm promoting my fashion apparel store with the help of this page. So what I'm going to do is, for the page over here, I'm going to search for Divine Glamour. So this is the page. I'm going to select the page over here as Divine Glamour. Okay. After that, it is asking for the photo URL. For the photo URL, I'm going to map the data of the image URL that is generated using OpenAI. So this is the URL. And for the description over here, I'm going to map the data of the content that is generated. Firstly, I'm going to enter the caption that I have. This is the caption. I'm going to click on this enter button. And then I'm going to map the data of the content that was generated by OpenAI. And this content has the hashtags as well. Okay. So this is the description that I have for this image. So as I've entered all the details, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right here. As I've done that, you can see we have received a response in which we have received the post ID, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my Facebook page that I've created. I'm going to refresh this page from here. As I refresh the page, if I'm going to scroll down, you can see over here, this post has been created in my Facebook page for do's and don'ts of accessorizing your outfits. And this was the same title that was created in our Google spreadsheet. You can see right over here for this date. And the post for this title has been created with the content that was generated using OpenAI and also the image that was generated using OpenAI. Okay. So as now this post is successfully created in our Facebook page, this means that we successfully created an automation with Pabbly Connect. But now my objective is also that as soon as the post is going to be created, I want to update that post status in my spreadsheet right over here as posted right here. Now to update the status, add another action step to this workflow. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to again select it as Google Sheets. And the action event over here is going to be update row, as now we're going to update the row in the spreadsheet right over here as posted. Okay, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is then going to appear in front of you on which I'm going to select the existing connection, but if you want you can add a new connection. Then I'm going to click on this save button. As I've done that, it is asking for us to select the spreadsheet, which is going to be Facebook post details, and the sheet is going to be sheet 1. After that, it is asking for the row index. For the data of the row index, in this step Google Sheets lookup, we have received the row index. So I'm going to map the data of the row index right here. Do you want to update the post date, caption, and the hashtags? I don't want to update these fields. I want to update the post status right over here as posted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter the post status as posted right over here, so that after all these steps are executed, the status of this post status is going to be updated as posted. Okay, then I'm going to click on this save and send test request button again. And as I've done that, over here it says updated. I'm going to open my spreadsheet, and as you can see over here, the post status comes over here as posted right here. As now the status is also updated, this means that we have successfully created an automation between all these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now what is going to happen, that as we have scheduled this workflow is going to be executed every day on the particular time that we have selected. Now firstly, with the help of this automation, the data of the caption and the hashtags from our spreadsheet will be fetched with the help of this action step, that is Google Sheets lookup spreadsheet row. And as we're going to have the caption and the hashtags, using that a content is going to be generated using OpenAI, that is our AI agent. And as the content is generated, we want to also generate an image using the AI agent. So you can see using this action step, the AI agent is going to generate the image as well. As now the content and the image is generated using our AI agent, it will be automatically posted on my Facebook page with the image that is generated. And as with the help of this action step, the post is going to be published on my Facebook page. The row in my Google Sheets status will be updated as posted. For the caption and the hashtag that we have entered, the status is going to be updated as posted. In this manner, we have created this automation between these applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.